Okay, so go to equipment rentals, start with quotation. So since you're starting with quotation, directly go to equipment quotation, add new quotation. You'll get the quotation edit form. This is just like how you enter the details in PO, but this is for clients. That's all. Okay. So quotation number EQT and equipment quotation number 001. If you have your salesperson, you can select the salesperson. Okay. If you have the client's reference number, like if they give you the RFQ number, enter the RFQ number. Okay. Let's say the client gives you, I think RFQ. Okay. So RFQ number, don't mention it here. Mention it here in branch and division. The client gives you the RFQ, mention the RFQ number in here, request number. Okay. And in quotation details, mention your salesperson and then project if you have, job site if you have. Let's say this is in Daman.
For example.
Yeah. Jafura. Okay, no problem. You can just put space and you can add it as it is. Because this is just for, in the quotation, it will just appear for these sites, this is the price. Or you can mention this separately in the terms and conditions. Okay.
For example, we have issued.
So quotation, if you have site, you can mention. Otherwise, skip this. This is just for your reference. Okay.
This quotation job site or reference.
Your reference, your internal reference. Okay. And client, if you've already added, it will appear here. If it's a new client, click on plus. Same method. Click on plus and select the client category, equipment rental client, and the client name is Mappa Construction. Is it? Company Ltd. Okay, and address you can give. Sorry, Grace. Can give the details. Contact person and salesperson. Your salesperson. You can link your salesperson. If you have business card, client status, additional contacts, you can add it. Save it. So Mappa Construction is added. Next time onwards, you want to issue quotation, just come here and type Mappa. You'll get the details here. Okay. If you have the project job site, mention the job site project. And then what are you quoting for? You're quoting for, let's say, boom truck. No, for example, I'm giving anything it can be. Boom truck. Since we added boom truck and everything, I'm giving this. I'm giving boom truck. Quote method monthly. Okay. For 1 month, what is the rate? 17,000. Okay. And any additional details you need, click on this. Okay. If certification is there. Okay. Okay. So select certification. Aramco certified. Okay. Capacity if it is there. Operator, without operator. Any attachment is there. Okay. You'll get the detailed description. This is quote method 1, which is monthly 17,000. Client also wants to know weekly how much are you going to charge? 4,500. And per hourly, you're going to charge, let's say, 50 real, like this. So this also.
It will not calculate automatically.
No, automatically no. No, manually. And then mobilization, 150 real. Demobilization, 100 real. Okay. Any delivery notes, additional notes you need, you can add it.
Additional.
Yes. Once this is done, click on add. Okay. This additional details added from here. I have to select the equipment and then give the first quote method, price, and then add the additional details. Let's say we're giving boom truck and also generator also. For example, I'm giving generator also to the same client. Okay. Per month, I'm going to give 8,000. Select this. Options, any detailed description you need, you can add. For mobilization alone, I will charge 200. Demob, they will do. So I will leave it as it is, for example. Okay. Click on add. So you can see generators, quantity 1, monthly rate, rate 1, what is the amount, and then mob, demob details. And terms and conditions. Click on terms and conditions. If you've added the quotation terms already, select the quotation terms, click on hit terms, you'll get the terms. Terms you know already, right? So I'll just skip this. Okay. Save it. And then subject, quote subject, introduction, thanks note, summary, you can add, you can set it as default. Any shipments is there, quote submitted on, any bid closing date is there, any indication you need, you can filter it out. Additions, discounts, deductions, okay, branch and division, signatories if you need, add your signatories. Okay. So once all this is done, update the quote and preview the quotation. Okay, so you have with VAT, without VAT, with mob and demob details, with 2 rates, with 3 rates. We gave 3 rates, right? Select three rates here. So if we select 3 rates, okay, so you'll get client details, quotation. Okay, what are the equipments you're giving? Rate per month, rate per hour, rate per week, rate per hour, and then mob demob date amount. Okay, with your seal signatory and the terms and conditions. Okay, so quotation number 1, I'm just saving and closing. So it will stay in your
For example,
equipment. So in quotation, it will appear like this. So if you want to edit it, right click edit quotation, which will override the existing data. Okay, you will not get the history of the code. But client asks you to change the terms and conditions or some amount here. So you can revise the quotation. Select revise the quotation. Okay, hit revision. It is revised. So you get it as 0, 1, R1. So n number of revisions you have, R1, R2, R3, like this, it will keep incrementing. Okay, and let's say you want to change some amount on this. They want it to be 16,500 and this to be 7,800. For example, I'm giving. Okay, they will ask the change, make the change, submit and save this. Okay, so you can see the rate difference also from here. Okay, and you can see this as 0101 R1. So you'll have the history of the revised price. And if you need your salesperson details here, right click, select column band chooser. This option, just keep a note. Okay, so this is applicable everywhere on the software. Every page that you see on the software, register page, you can use this option. Any data you give under this document, you can bring it here. If you need the bid closing date, you can bring the bid closing date. If you need the salesperson, you can add the salesperson name. Okay, so you can filter out by their data. Okay, just like how you use Excel, you can format this and you can set it as default also. Okay, set it as default layout. So if I close it and open this quotation again, it will come with this default layout.
If you want to remove.
If you want to remove, just drag this column header and remove. That's all. Right click on any column header, select column or band chooser. Okay, and select the option you need. So these are all referential fields that you find inside the pick and drop it. That's all. Okay. Let's say client is giving us the PO, or they say deliver the equipments. I gave quotation, they say deliver it, I will give PO later. Okay. They're giving the order on revised quotation. Right click and select create sales order. Sales order essentially means your order confirmation or your client's PO. Okay, so from quotation it goes to equipment sales order.
Once we issue the sales order, then we cannot delete it.
No, we can delete it. We can delete it. I'll show you. So if you don't want to delete it, approve it. Okay, and if someone should not delete the sales order, remove that access, delete access in sales order for that user ID. Okay, this we'll see at the last. Okay, so we'll just finish with the process. So I created sales order, ESO, equipment sales order, derived from quotation R1. If the client gives you the PO, mention the PO number. Otherwise, keep this blank. Okay, if the client does not give you PO, please do not enter any data here. Okay, and sales order is added. Any delivery checklist you need, site contact person, email ID, site region. Now here you can mention the site region. This is for which site? Jafura site. Okay, you can mention this. Duration of the project maybe 2 months, and payment method cash, credit, mob, demob, bad by client or by us, advance amount, credit period, credit limit. Okay, customs or other charges to be paid by client. All these details you can add it. So sales order 1 link to equipment quotation 01 R1 is generated. I'll just save it. Okay, so you can see this quotation is converted into sales order. So here you can track down how many sales orders are generated, how many are not generated. Like this, you can track it down. So if I go to sales order, here it will show the sales order for which client and the quotation it is derived from. If the client has given you the PO number will show here. Okay, so for us, the client has not given the PO, so we will go to delivery now. We will go to equipment delivery. we are going to deliver these equipments. So what is in my sales order? Right click, edit sales order. So I have boom truck and generator. So I'm going to deliver this. So I'll go to equipment delivery. At the time of delivery, I'll click on add new delivery to client. So this is my delivery note number, equipment delivery note 001. So here first select the client name. So for which client? Mappa Construction. And what is the sales order number? 001. Derived from which quotation? 01R1. If you have the client's PO, it will appear here. Okay. And if you have PO number, yeah, obviously it will appear there. Site, if you have the site, you can mention the site here at the time of delivery. And what are the equipments we are going to deliver? We are going to deliver generator and boom truck. Okay. So here only generator and boom truck will show. But in my fleet, I have 3 equipments. Flatbed also. Why is flatbed not showing? Yes, because when the sales order I generated, in the sales order I gave only boom truck and generators. I gave the property type. So if you do not select the property type, that will not appear in the delivery. So the appropriate property type only will show there. So if you have 100 equipments in your fleet, okay, and if you select only bus in that property type, only buses will show in the delivery note, because you should not get confused there. Okay. So till in equipment quotation and sales order, if you noticed, we only gave the property type. But in the delivery note, right? In the delivery note, we're going to give the actual property from the fleet. So you can see HRD 001, this is available. So generator, I will assign. And then Mercedes boom truck, I will select. If I want additional details, if I have some meter reading, meter hours, I can give the meter reading, meter hours, operator name, all these additional details and click on add. Okay, if you have meter reading here also, you can give the meter reading, and this is some 500. For example, I'm giving add these notes updated. Okay, site and transportation details, expected off hire. Maybe we are expecting to off hire by July 31st. Site coordinator, Mr. Altaf. Okay, salesperson, you can add your name. Okay, okay, transported by let's say this equipment. Maybe generators are being transported by low bed. Okay, driver's name Sultan. Okay, vehicle number and driver's national income ID or gate pass number. Okay, all these
available.
if it is available. If it is not, leave it as blank. Okay, and then signatories if you need, add signatories, show signatures on company seal. All these details are done. Select update and print the delivery note. At the bottom, print delivery note. Okay. So delivery note number 001. So delivery note, delivery 001, date. If the client has given you the PO, you will mention the PO. So PO number will appear here. Otherwise, your sales order number, site, gate pass number, client reference, what are the equipments you are giving. Okay. If operator is included, meter reading, model, plate number. If you entered all this data inside the equipment, it will appear here. And at the bottom, seat signatories, delivered by Lobet, vehicle number, driver's ID, Sultan, salesperson, and then received by they undersign. The client who is receiving it, they will sign and give it to you. Okay. This you can take it as PDF document and download. Okay. And one important thing, the timesheet of these two equipments will start from the delivery date that you give in the delivery note. Okay.
On 6 we mobilize.
So once the delivery is done, I'll just save and close. So delivery note number EDN 001 for Ashok Leyland and generator and boom truck. So once I save and close this, you can find your delivery here. In your delivery note, you can find the delivery note here. If you want to edit it, right click and edit the delivery note. Edit the date also. Now this is done. Now if I go to equipment assets, if I click refresh, you can see the status of these equipments. If I refresh, it will show mobilized. Okay. So if I open this, right click, edit property, mob demob details, it will show what is the delivery note number, date, and the client details. Okay.